Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're doing good. I bring you greetings to you, my brothers and sisters in diaspora. I hope that you are really learning through our lectures. This moment I want to talk to you about the cost of riches. The cost of riches. Once again, this is Afelba Obasi, and I do hope that you will subscribe to this channel, follow, share, comments, drop your questions, and if you need to get to us, feel free to request for our details and we will reach out to you. The cost of riches. This is sometimes like the hardest topic. I really don't enjoy talking about it because of what it entails. The society today is sincerely messed up because the existence of riches has deprived us of our essence, our life. It has cost us our culture, our spirituality, our moral values. It has cost us our lives. The concept of riches you must come to terms with today is a man-made ideology. If you look at the animals, you will not find a place for the desire of riches anywhere. The hen wakes up every day, moves into the bush. For as long as it can scratch the soil, what it finds it feeds. And then that's the hen's life. They come back to their place of sleep and they sleep. The following day they are up and going again. The same with all other animals, even in the wild. Never for one day do we see an animal that claims to be the richest. Even today, we men are so confused to the extent that we have started branding animals with titles. One of such is King of the Animals, Lion King, the fastest animal. So let me ask you a question. The cheetah is so fast, Abby. The antelope is so fast, Abby. And the tortoise is not fast. Please, how many times does a tortoise get into trouble for being so slow? The snail is sluggish, Abby. Life is not balanced. So we say the leopard is better than the lion. Who are those doing these things? We. Are the animals doing that? No. They understand life in comparative advantage. That a lion can be terrorizing and the next minute, those that he terrorized can also be terrorizing it. Is it not amazing that as big as an elephant, yet the things that feeds it to its bone are micro? Is it not confusing that as large as a whale, the things that feed it to its bone, even feed its bone completely, are tiny things? So these advantages are man-made definition. It is the same way we have defined a whole lot of things and put ourselves in a lot of mess. I once learned about the early money rituals, where men would tie grown-up men with stones and sink these humans under the water so that the cowries will come feed on them, and as they leech to feed, they raise out the humans and fetch those cowries. What gave rise to all of that? The greed for riches. I am so amazed of how our ancestors lived, integrating with nature. So they understood that the value of life is how well you integrate with nature, not how well you siphon the next man. But today, the cost of riches is making us want to siphon the next man. We lived in a days where men only look for red soil to build their houses. Today is an era where men are looking for money to buy cement to build their houses. And the process of getting this money, they kill, steal, and destroy. The cost of riches. I want to let you know that for as long as we continuously live outside the bounds of our culture, we will continue to create such havoc upon ourselves. And then over time, the spiritual man starts on a journey, a research for money ritual making. And most men took that as a culture upon themselves to take the lives of others just to attain that wealth. Cost of riches. Now, what is this thing really costing us? Do you realize that we no longer live as long as we would live and enjoy our lives? Do you realize that we no longer have our peace? Do you realize that even the rich man with plenty money, he doesn't feel at peace? Even the poor man with less money doesn't feel at peace. Even the average man with a little money does not also feel at peace, because these costs surround us. It's like we have all been cursed. The rich man is afraid that he is a target. The next man wants to kill him. The poor man is afraid that hunger is targeting him. The next moment he will die. The average man that has little is also afraid that even this little he has, he could be taken. So you see, it is a ripple effect, a ripple course that we are all in. Nobody is ever free again. Why? The cost of riches. Today, sons and daughters have been taken off their birthright. People began to form system and call it government, using it to steal people's birthright from lands and properties, resources. Why? Cost of riches. The African territory is filled with so much unrest, and when investigated through, you find out that men who are desperate for money have found treasures. Like in Borno State, while we were running from Hedas and Boko Haram, little did we know that men funded it so that people would dig natural resources. What is that? Cost of riches. What is the essence of my video? Is to let you understand that being rich is not the aim of a man. Being rich has never been the aim of anything in life. We are coming back out from an era where our ancestors knew things about gold, but they only know that its value starts and ends in being part of the earth crust. We are coming out from a place where our fathers knew about crude oil, and the only thing they knew, they accepted, was that it's only part of the earth crust. And that the only thing a man should truly mine from this life is to plant and to harvest. They use it to build. But today, men start, is gold really valuable? Is diamond really valuable? If the system never taught you that gold is valuable, will it be valuable to you? And so you have diamond in your hand. Has it become a value in your hand? Can you eat diamond? Can you eat gold? So the value of gold is based on the narratives that there are people who wants it just like you have it. And so you assume, okay, let me hold it. When they come, I sell it at a high price. And then when those people buy it and they have it, do they also eat it? So is there anybody on earth that actually eats the gold or eats the diamond? So you find out that in itself, it's valueless. Men and women stood up and created value on these things and started hitting our heads together to start looking for it. So let me give you a story I read. The story of a man who came to the village and used the head of the people. And he came by asking them that he wants monkey. That whoever gets him a monkey, he will buy for $100. And so people started catching monkey and he was buying them and storing them. Buying them and storing them. The following week he announced that he wants monkey for $200. People rushed and started getting monkeys. The third week he announced that he needs monkey for $300. People were killing themselves to have monkeys. The fourth week he announced that he will buy monkeys for $500. Now monkey was now scarce in the community. The few people that would have monkey would bring and collected their $500 for one monkey. Wow, that was a very lucrative business. And then he told his staff he needs to travel for some days, and when he returns, he should announce to the whole community that he is buying a monkey at $1,000 for one monkey. And then when he came back, he had secretly arranged with his aide to sell those monkeys to whoever wants it as a secret plan for a higher sum. And so the aide started selling to whoever comes to buy and awaiting his arrival. And as at the time he came back, he changed the plan that he's no longer buying monkeys anymore and left the village. The question is, who was scammed? That's exactly what the system is. We sit and they are creating values. At the end of the day, they tell you it's no longer valuable. Do you remember what happens with the phones? How we started with the button phones. How they told us it was the best thing. How we sold land and did so many things just to have it. And in just a few months' time, they told us it was no longer useful. Who benefited from it? Today, our gadgets are being changed every month. And then we are killing ourselves to have it. And next few months after you've gotten it, they told you it's no longer useful, it's obsolete. Who benefits from this whole trend? You need to wake up to the fact that you are being scammed. You are being scammed. Your desire for riches is costing you so much. It's costing you your peace, your purpose, your essence. Arise to the truth that the concept of riches is man-made. If it weren't man-made, the birds, the animals, the fishes would also be struggling for wealth. Once again, this is Afeo Bamawasi. I do hope that you find this message quite inspiring and eye-opening. If not, continue to wallow in your strong desire. I wish you all the best. Thank you and bye for now.